didn't we have more than these 12,000? These were the most selective. Because of the battle, what were they going to destroy? The women, the people who tried to ensnare them with the znus. If any of them had this claim against them, they would not merit the siyata d'shmayim battle to win the battle, because there'd be a prosecution. They wouldn't merit the rachmim, the midas harachmim. Therefore, they had to be tzaddikim that not even thought that did they even consider sinning. But again, still it's not enough, because you never know. But who's Pinchas? So I think Shokhan of Pinchas, because was the zealot who could not tolerate this Chil Hashem in this area. Therefore, regarding this particular point, to be able to silence the prosecution, it's Pinchas Keneged Kulam. Doesn't mean in his dimension of Neshel, because he's the tzaddik. In this context, of battle, it's Pinchas is Keneged Kulam. You understand what I'm saying? That there cannot be a kitru. Satan cannot prosecute over here. Because Pinchas, Pinchas is. He's Kanus Kinosi. Dover Acher, Nikbas Avimo, Yosef Avimo. He went to avenge the vengeance of Yosef, the father of his mother. Shenemar. No. You needed 12,000 too, because they weren't tinged, because it's Klal Yisrael's battle. This is Klal Yisrael's battle. So the 12 represents each one of the Shvotim. And they were tzaddikim, but still. But you still need that ultimate, in this area of being clean, not only being free of the sin, he's the one who went against them. He was the one, Kinoas Kinosi, Hamidoni Mochruoso. How do we know that the mother of Pinchas came from Yosef? Shenemar b'nos Putiel, Mizera Yitzro, Yisro shepitpeit agolim avodah. He was from the progeny of Yisro who fattened calves for idolatry. Mizera Yosef shepitpeit Yitzro means he belittled his Yitzhara. Dover Acher shoyim. Okay, Acher shoyim Mashuach Mulchama. That's where he had to go, because he was anointed. Let's see over here. I mean, what was the claim? Because they sold his grandfather Yosef into slavery. That was the claim against them. What was the issue? So over here, the Kli Yoker is what I mentioned yesterday. Chumash Rashi Sholach Ninkom Nikmas Yosef Avimo. You don't have Kli Yoker. Shaboh Moshe Batuach Shlo Yechas Aleim. He says he was concerned, Moshe was concerned, maybe the people, they'll have Rachmanis. Yosef will not have, Pinchas will not have Rachmanis, because he has an old claim to settle. The old claim to settle against the Midyanim was that they sold his grandfather into slavery. Mokom Yuchad Liznus. And what was Egypt? It was a brothel. Egypt as a country, like, today not so more, maybe it is, I have no idea. What do you go to Las Vegas for? You don't go to Las Vegas to do mitzvahs. Okay? So Egypt, that was Egypt. And now the Midyanim are behaving lahachshil Yisrael b'znus. They sold Yosef there because that was the location of znus. Could be because Yosef was beautiful. They'd use him, not that he should be the mezaneh. He'll be the object of znus. Because he was beautiful, Yosef. See, he was a special commodity. That was the intent. So now that the Midyanim are behaving as their forefathers, this enraged him. So therefore, he's going to settle the old score. Okay, it's separate. It says they were from both. Both Putil. Eliezer was ever married to one of Yisro's daughters, right? And the daughter, not sure. Kli HaKodesh, Ze'oron Vatzit, Shoibilo Mimoim, Umafriach, Malchei Midyan Bikshofim. Hear this? He caused that the kings of Midian should be able to fly. You know, drones. Got the drones here. V'u'atzum parechim moim. He's flying with them. Herolem es atzitz shashem chokek bo veim noflim. The moment they saw the tzitz, because the Shem was on it, it actually dispelled the power of the kishuf, and they fell to the ground. They fell on the corpses. They fell out of the sky. Even though it says in the moment they killed him with the sword. So evidently when he fell from the sky, he didn't die right away. Maybe he was injured when he fell out of the sky. Then afterwards they killed him with the sword. They went to battle against Midian from the word Sovo. Kasher Tziva Hashem es Moshe. Vayargu kol zochra. They killed all the males. Ves Malchi Midian Horgu al Chaleim. It's interesting. What does there have to go out and say? And they killed the kings of Midian. If they killed the males, they killed the kings. So that evidently it's a we find by Shaul, he didn't kill Agag, right? So you see, for whatever reason, there's a reason why maybe you should treat the kings differently than you treat the subjects. Otherwise, what does there have to go? They killed the males, and this Malchi Midian, Horgu al Chaleim. Is it coming to tell me because they fell out of the sky? I mean, that day they killed him, we understood they killed him. Right? Es Evi, ves Rekev, ves Sur, ves Chur, ves Reva, Chameshes Malchi Midian, ves Bilam Bebor, Horgu Bechorev. And Bilam and Bor, they killed with the sword. I mean, the others maybe died when they fell out of the sky. Rashi, Chameshes Malchi Midian, Chieni Rodei, Rosh, Chameshes Mona Kosov. Not talking about you have endless numbers, and therefore we have to, the Torah has told me the number 5. You can see it's 5. That they were all equally involved in the plot to destroy Klal Yisrael. Therefore, they were all equally deserving of the destruction. Bilam holach sham lito schar esrim varbo elef shehipil Yisrael. The others, he was going to pick up his payment. For every Jew that died, there were 24,000 in the Magefo. But Mattos, first of all, how do you know there were 24,000? I mean, what, Midian had a head count. They counted the bodies. I mean, how did Bilam know? He went to collect the casualties. There were 24,000. What they made of public knowledge, that there were 24,000 casualties. To say that there was tragedy, you know, he went to pick up his payment. He went to collect for 24,000. So it could be, it doesn't mean per head. Whatever it happened to you, 24,000 means a major blow. Whatever that it's worth, that was the value. Tough. Yeah. V'yotze Midron Likros Yisrael Misin Eitzero. He went to advise them. Hear this? He says to the Jews, when you had 600,000, you weren't able to defeat Midian. You had your plague. So they paid him full payment. When it says Omalohem, Omasim Eitzero, he went from Midian towards Mesin Eitzero, Omalohem, and he said to when Omalohem, Kshiyisem Shishim Riba Lo Yechaltem Lahem. First, I don't understand. You understand? I mean, it's difficult here. Yeah. Why did we fail? Because it says Elokem Shalu Sonum Zimo, because the God of the Jews will not tolerate Zimo, promiscuity. Licentiousness. Okay? So that's what we could be millions. It makes no difference. But now it's after that. Now we corrected that. So what do you mean we can't defeat him with 12? with 12,000. The reason why we failed had nothing to do with the number. It's because of the sin. What was his eitzah? What was his advice? If we ensnare them with snus, that they're going to, because their God will not tolerate it. But now that we're past that, so what if the 12,000? I mean, what's the? Nah. Where do you say they brought up the women again? But it has nothing to do with the number any longer. It has nothing to do with the number. If the issue is nus, you could have millions. The number is not the issue. You know what I think the pshat is? That Bilam understood that if this, he understood what Kitruk, he was the arch prosecutor of Klal Yisrael, like we discussed last week, right? Why did he get up early to hitch his donkey? Because he's going to show that's going to be the prosecution against Klal Yisrael. Did they ever use that ability of a Yashking? Hashem says, you know something? It's not a prosecution. Avim Shalelu, Avram Avinu rose early, hitched his donkey to do my will. So it's not only this ability is used in the negative. That was the prosecution. So what he said was like this: if you have 600,000 people with all their schus, and when they get involved in znus, it cannot silence prosecution. So now that you have 12,000, and they're all tainted by that, Bilam understood everybody's tainted. Because that's exactly why he sent Pinchas. It's not a simple battle, this battle. So with 12,000, the schus of 12,000, you think you're going to win the battle? We're not talking about the number, the physical war. We're talking about the schus of 12,000 because person was affected negatively by this nus. Even the thought. Bilam understood this. He understood all the workings of Kedusha. And if it's not going to be perfect, Hashem is not going to tolerate this. No, they paid him not what we paid him. It says, "V'lo kipchur, noslo schora misholem, v'lo kipchur. Ratzloma lo hoyu menaken lo elo hoyu mishalmen lo kol gemudo haro shoselahim." I'm not sure what this means. Okay, let's see the moral.